This is one of those ones where I like it because it's a little ambiguous, because people were kind of gassing it up saying, so if you didn't know, he basically said, I mean, if you didn't by now, I think you're kind of living under a rock. Because again, like this is me not even using social media really much at all at this point. I saw this one. So if you didn't see this one, you're going crazy. But look, OBJ basically said he's going to play this season like it's his last. Actually, that's exactly what he said. He's going to play this season like it's his last. But that's the thing is, that doesn't. So a lot of people were saying like, well, what does he mean? Is he saying he's done for this year? Is he going to keep going? I think that all he's really trying to say is like, yeah, he's just going to play hard. But at the same time, he also basically told us like he's definitely considered moving on after this year. So it's kind of telling.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know about OBJ. He hasn't played a full year since 2019. He'll turn 31 in season. But this is the other thing is like people were on the Ravens about giving him that money. It's a 1-year deal. It's really a 1-year deal. And then he's had 5 1,000-yard seasons. So it's not like he can't produce. And during that 2021 postseason run, like he contributed a lot. He had 6 catches per game and he was dominating in the Super Bowl. He didn't play last year. I guess my main question is like after this year, let's say he has like a productive year. Let's say he has 85, 90 catches, 800 yards, 6 touchdowns. Ravens win. I'll say they play the wild card. They win the wild card. They make it the divisional. Do you think if they win the divisional, he'd re-sign with the Ravens, or do you think he has a market now elsewhere almost at that price tag of 15 mil?
See, that's crazy because that's a great question. I don't know. I feel like personally, see, that's the thing. I feel like he definitely would create a market elsewhere. But then, so how does the next year work on that contract? You said it's essentially a 1-year deal.
No, it is a 1-year deal.
Okay.
It is a 1-year deal. And that's why I think it's justified. You can pay him that $15 million.
Well, no, exactly. I was going to say exactly. I think people are overthinking it. Again, I'm on the same train where it's like, I don't expect him to come out and produce anything crazy.
Yeah.
However, I mean, it's certainly possible. But again, coming back from, the ACL tear in the Super Bowl at this age, it is going to be really tough to get. Like he even said himself, he literally was saying like when you've been to the mountaintop, it's kind of hard to envision how you get back there when you've been up and it's like your career's going up and down as his has been. So he's thinking the same thing I'm thinking. I mean, I guess only time's going to tell, but I am on more the side that it's going to be just more of an average tenure at best.
Yeah.
But that's fine because at the end of the day, he made it clear he's trying to make some money.
Yeah.
He's out here to make that bread. So, mission accomplished no matter what. He's got the ring. He's had a great career. And people, at the end of the day, this is the main thing.
Yeah.
I think OBJ just gets too much hate.
Yeah.
He's a great player.
He is a good player. And I don't see any reason why he can't be like a dominant number 2 in an offense. I think like this year, like justifiably, he can be the number 1 for the Ravens strictly because like the Ravens wide receiver room is pretty deep. Not, I wouldn't say it's like top tier talent, but deep enough where like, they're 1, 2, 3, and even 4, can compete. Like they're decent receivers, best receiving core that Lamar's had for sure, easily, no debate. I don't know, like I could see him like definitely having a good year on the Ravens if he doesn't want to resign there, or the Ravens just don't put it together in the playoffs. I don't blame them. The AFC is tough, and my thing is like I feel like that's where the playoffs is where you need those like superstar kind of guys. But I think this year is almost like a prove it year to go be like a number 2 and get decent money on like a real contender. Like, I don't know, like the Bills. Like I don't see Gabe Davis as like a number 2, but a number 3.
You know how I feel about Gabe Davis after last season?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's an interesting spot for OBJ. I really want to see him do well. I like OBJ, but I mean, like you said, like it's a money thing. So like, if he gets hurt, you really think if he gets like hurt and kind of has like a nagging injury, do you see him going out there and like playing through it? I don't.
See, that's what I was just going to say too, is I think that's where what this comes down to at the end of the day, where he said what he said, is because he knows in the back of his head that is a potential out of how this could go.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, he's already experienced it multiple times. He knows that when he goes out there, this season might end badly. And that's the thing is I think if it happens again, he's probably told himself, like, I'm prepared to walk away if that is what like happens this year.
Yeah. No, it's interesting. I like it. I like it for Lamar. I like it for OBJ. It would be cool to see them make a deep playoff run. The Ravens have a cool team.
It would be exciting, honestly.